gems in college football, Merlin Olsen Field at Maverick Stadium in Logan, Utah. Time is starting to run short in this season. The goals, the aspirations are still alive, and we're looking forward to this one here in Week 10 of our coverage of EA Sports College Football. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aggies offense will go to work first. And now we see the dangerous Javen Jacobs. What a game he had last time out. Found pay dirt 3 times, just under 100 yards in their win. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jacobs. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looking downfield, it's Hillstead. Rush is on. He's got it. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So Fresno State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the guy that'll be running the show. As we get late in the season, his performance has made him a contender, if not one of the favorites for the Heisman Trophy. They'll run this play from the pistol. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got some green grass. There he goes. He's at the 30. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
2nd and long here. Quick give. It's Jacobs. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Bulldogs using their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to pass, it's Rose. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Hits inside, it's Root. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Out wide right, it's Luke. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways. And you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running back in space, running the real route, getting him matched up on the matchup you want so you can take advantage. This offense will do this all throughout the game.
He's got it. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Left side is Freeman. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the catch. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's changing the play. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to pound their way in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Right side, it's Jacobs. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Again. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Moving the pocket, it's Hillstead. Gonna take a shot. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the 1st quarter on a high note to no avail. 2nd quarter's coming. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Snatches it on the run. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. The screen, he can go. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On the delay, it's Jacobs. They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the 1st down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this one is perfect. They are forced to settle for 3.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it, but with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Tells the run, wants to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield. He's going to take off. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run.
Breaks away on the left. Running inside the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
Well, you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. The fake wants to throw. Got his man downfield. After the filthy move, he's got room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Let's take just a second and talk about Utah State. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. On the return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. As we check in with Holly.
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Rose. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Fresno State will have to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've got to get to work to keep up with this offensive explosion, already down 21-3. Caught in the backfield, it's Jacobs. Makes the grab, down immediately, he picks up a few. Long way to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jacobs. Inside the 40. Quick step and go. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you
makes the catch and he's free. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. On the run, it's Luke. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Dropping back, it's Rose. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Looking outside, it's Jacobs. Just smothered on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Look out! Unloads in the nick of time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in third and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, KD bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody. You know what's coming. Get after the QB, and you cause the fumble. Great third down execution by this defense.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Handoff from the gun. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. And the Bulldogs have a lot of options on second and inches. Just feeds the running back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Trying to power it in. All over him immediately. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. 3rd and goal for the offense. Scanning the field, it's Rose. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a great job by the defender that time, locating the ball on the ground and hopping on it for a fumble recovery. And guys, that's the 2nd straight game. This guy has had a fumble recovery. Had one their last time out, and he's got another one here.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Aggies will hustle to the line.
And now that completely changes the thought process for this offense. Like, you're thinking, don't make a bad play, don't turn it over, understand I might have to punt the football. Now you flip the field position immediately, looking to be aggressive to get some points before the half.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They're all over him. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Rush right in his face. They get to him as he throws.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Rolls right. He'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Luke. Now Fresno State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Just about set to get this second half underway. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
The Bulldogs head coach told me at the half he is thrilled with how this running back is performing to start the game. Late in the season, he is starting to build some momentum as we talk about the Heisman Trophy candidates, but he is doing it with his performance on the field, remaining consistent and dynamic. I'll keep you posted how he continues to strive here in the second half. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Making the adjustment on the play. Back to throw, it's Rose. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39. This offense has it with really good field position. Got a little space. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15, a 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Sells to run, looking to pass. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jacobs. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patters. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Straight ahead, it's Jacobs. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They give it back to him. Touchdown, Aggies! And here they come, almost all the way back.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he made the extra point without problem. Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Dropping back, it's Rose. Right side, it's Luke. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Running inside, it's Luke. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Burrowing for yardage. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying to establish the run. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Second and long here. Looking to throw, it's Rose. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Speeding down the right side. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Aggie. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
On the ground, it's Luke. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Snagged in the middle, it's McClain. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Hauls it in. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a camera.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Rose. Escapes the pressure to his right. That's caught. It's Luke. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on first. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's McClain. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw.
Snags it, and he's open. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it. It's Luke. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. One final period to play. We'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
Fresno State, 28, Utah State,
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Jacobs. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
At the 40, there he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Off play action on first down. Hauls it in. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
Misses badly on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small.
Intercepted to stop the threat. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Rose. Quick completion on the out route. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Got it in stride inside the 20. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
And he's in! Touchdown, Fresno State! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Utah State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Utah State up-tempo.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the...
Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Nowhere to to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds.
Throws it deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Aggies sideline, I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security. I have seen some coaches go over there, have him put the football in, kind of try to knock it out, get him back to a confident state of mind. He's out there right now. We'll see if they can rely on him down the stretch. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back to throw. It's Hillstead. Fires to the big fella. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Long way to go on 2nd down. They want to throw it.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get...
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of them.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Utah State up-tempo. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Drops back. It's Hillstead. Rushes on. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Trying to get started. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
On the stop.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. On fourth. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. They won the game today. That's 2.